Males fight. Tooth and claw. Neck and neck. They fight for food, for territory, for sex. We're going head to head with the ultimate top 10 warriors in the natural world to discover how long they can last on the battlefield. All's fair in love and war in the ultimate animal countdown. Men fight for sport, for love, for power. In the ring, rumbles have rules and a time limit. In the natural world, no one's saved by the bell. We're counting down to find the males that endure longest in battle. They may last minutes, hours, years, or fight to the death. The battle begins in the jungles of Asia. Stalking into number 10 in the countdown is the tiger. Solitary hunters, fiercely independent. Rival males fight for territory. Battles are brutal. The tiger, the world's biggest cat, is armed with lethal weapons. 4-inch claws pierce and hold. 3-inch canines, the longest of any cat, stab and crush the neck. It's the ultimate clash of the killers. Fights are over in minutes, which is why the tiger is only number 10 in the countdown. Some males die instantly from a broken neck. Others from infections in the horrific wounds. No wonder tigers avoid confrontation. Lacking the tiger's lethal weapons, other animals take far longer to settle their differences. Striding into number 9 is the world's tallest animal, the giraffe. It doesn't look like a fighter. But lions beware. The giraffe is the ultimate kickboxer. A flying foot can shatter a lion's skull or break its spine. The giraffe's size, speed, and lethal hooves mean it has few enemies. But in the breeding season, a male's life is far from peaceful. He fights other males, but not with his feet. Males have longer necks than females and thicker skulls. In the mating season, males use their heads like sledgehammers. The blows can break bones, splintering vertebrae that pierce the spinal cord. Giraffes are number 9 in the countdown because even young bulls wrestle for more than 30 minutes. Sometimes it's a knockout. A male can be out cold for 20 minutes. Fortunately, giraffes fight fair. They seldom kick a male when he's down. Our first 2 combatants fight fast and furious. But it takes longer to win when animals spit in the face of death. High in the Andes of South America is a battlefield. The air is thin and cold. But the fighting is hot for South American camels. The male guanaco is making a move on a rival's harem of females. He yells abuse and makes rude gestures. Enough is enough. The guanaco's stamina is incredible. At 15,000 feet, each breath contains only half the oxygen it does at sea level. The exertion would leave most humans on their knees, gasping. South American camels like the vicuña are number 8 because they can fight for hours. So males have come up with an unusual form of diplomacy. They spit. First, it fires a warning shot. If that doesn't work, it spits a mouthful of saliva. And if it's really angry, it coughs up a great green loogie, flying over 6 feet. It's a truly disgusting weapon. But things get messier when more than spit hits the fan. The rivers of Africa are home to one of the world's most dangerous animals. The hippo is the heavyweight champion charging into number 7. This is the dominant male. 15 feet long, 8,000 pounds heavy. "20 hippos make up his pod. For 12 years, he's dominated this stretch of river. Females are welcome. Other males, not so much. It's mating season, and males fight. To control the herd, the challenger must defeat the old bull. The battle begins with a bizarre ritual. Males assert their dominance with dung. This challenger is not backing down. It's time to put his money where his mouth is. Massive jaws can cut crocodiles in half. Saber rattling has failed. Combat begins. The skin around the flanks is over 2 inches thick. But the wounds can be horrifying. This time, youth beats experience. The old male is fatally wounded. He can barely move. One last breath, and he will fight no more. The hippo's bloody death match can last for hours, yet he's only number 7 because there are bigger battles in Africa, lasting weeks, even years. Of all the fighters in the countdown, the animal at number 6 is the biggest and the baddest. A bull elephant, 5 tons of raging testosterone. But there is one animal capable of controlling his every move. A female elephant. She has one of the narrowest windows in the world in which to meet Mr. Right. She's pregnant for 22 months, then breastfeeds for another 2 years. So she's looking for love for less than a week out of every 4 years. When you live with a herd of females on the plains of Africa, a good male is surprisingly hard to find. So when she's in heat, she advertises. The deep rumble is low-frequency infrasound. The sound waves carry 2 miles across the plains. Her low-frequency love song brings males running. The female wants to mate with the biggest and best. So males fight for the female. But the winner can't claim his reward. The female continues to advertise. Each elephant fights for her affections. Her come-hither calls attract available males within 100 square miles. The elephant is number 6 in the countdown because in the few days the female's in season, males fight for the right to mate. When she finally finishes flirting, she's left with the buffest bull in the district and a suitable father for her children. To the victor go the spoils. Wallowing into number 5 is 2 tons of blubber. The elephant seal. This is the Beachmaster. This is his harem. "40 females, jealously guarded. They're a tempting target for other males and their raging libidos. But they won't get near the harem unless they defeat the Beachmaster. They're half sumo, half samurai. Razor-sharp canines slice deep into calloused chest shields. Bite to a soft snout, and it's over. Bloodied and beaten, many defeated males never breed. Elephant seal powers into number 5 because he spends 3 months defending his harem. On land, he doesn't eat. He's too busy fornicating or fighting. But the constant sex and violence take its toll. By the end of the breeding season, the Beachmaster is battered, wasted, and withered. But he's not the only animal that goes to extraordinary lengths to get laid. We're halfway through our ultimate countdown of the top 10 fighting males in the natural world. And battles last even longer when boneheads won't back down. Summer on the Arctic tundra is rutting season. One of the most extreme headbangers on the planet is preparing for battle. He's a big bull muskox. He regularly checks his harem to see if any females are receptive. He has no trouble dominating young males in the herd. But this bachelor is a real threat. The two rivals strut their stuff in ritualized walks, showing off massive mane and mighty horns. When posturing fails, the battle begins. The male's brain is protected by 4 inches of horn and 3 inches of bone. The impact like a car hitting a wall at 25 miles an hour. The male muskox staggers into number 4 because to be triumphant, he must fight off all contenders for 3 months. The catastrophic collisions take their toll. Some bulls die. But at least victorious muskoxen don't celebrate by killing innocent babies. Some warriors have it easy. He sleeps for 20 hours a day, while his harem provides sex and food. King of the jungle always eats first. He's the ultimate male chauvinist. But he does look after the kids. That's why the females put up with him. He fights for his family. Two nomads after his crown. The females sense the threat. If the nomads win, they'll kill the cubs. To protect his genetic inheritance, the male must fight. His cubs are safe. For now. The king of the jungle roars into number 3 because a male in his prime can spend 2.5 years fighting off challengers. But there comes a time when a king must die. The lion's life of luxury is short and brutal. But some males must battle from the moment they are born. For Tasmanian devils, life is a constant battle. He starts fighting from the moment he's born. A she-devil makes a den inside a vacant wombat burrow. She gives birth to 30 babies. There are only 4 nipples inside mother's marsupial pouch. No bigger than a grain of rice. Each blind, hairless, helpless joey fights its way through the fur. It's a race for survival. Some get lost. Only 2 latch on. The she-devil licks up the losers. The two babies stay inside the pouch for 4 months. It's the most peace they'll ever know. As soon as the brothers emerge, they start fighting. They bite Mom and each other. Whenever the she-devil goes searching for food, the battle continues, but always in silence. They don't want to give away their location to marauding males. Eight months later, the fights are noisy and nasty. The devil's sharp teeth and strong jaws deliver, pound for pound, one of the most powerful bites of any mammal. Eventually, the she-devil just can't take it anymore. She simply walks out, never to return. Her devils don't even know she's gone. Hunger finally drives them out of the den. Now, the real battles begin. They're on their own. There's no such thing as brotherly love. A big carcass attracts every male in the district. So, if the brothers want to eat, they've got to fight. The better they fight, the better their chances of a meal and then a mate. Male Tasmanian devils spend 5 years fighting, from birth until death, forcing them into number 2 in the countdown. Only one animal fights harder, and for the longest of all. We've seen 9 of nature's most aggressive males. But the ultimate fighter in the countdown spends a lifetime at war. It's number 1. There was a time when scientists thought only humans hunted and killed their own species. But there is another animal that goes to war. The chimpanzee. They're preparing an invasion. Drums and screams rally troops around the valley. This is a fighting force of mature males. Discipline is tight. They've penetrated half a mile into enemy territory. Movement in a tree. It's a lone male from a neighboring clan. There's no escape. Chimpanzees are at least 5 times stronger than a heavyweight boxer. The wounds are appalling. Heavily bruised and bleeding from dozens of gashes, cuts, and punctures, he limps away. He may live for a few days, perhaps a week, but he surely will die. Chimpanzees are the ultimate fighters in the countdown because the raids are not mere defense or border patrols. The males are expanding their territory using lethal violence. In a study that ran for 10 years, one troop took over a rival territory and in the process killed or fatally wounded 18 apes. Males of only 2 species are capable of such intense territorial aggression. Chimpanzees and humans. Which is why the chimpanzee is #1.